Hi, this is Sabrish. In this episode, I am going to talk about solving vessel delays and disruptions. Why are so many vessels getting delayed these days? Both ports and the logistics industry need lots of people moving about. We are in the middle of a worldwide pandemic with restrictions on the movement of people. As a result, the work has slowed down and hence the delays. As a carrier, what actions are you taking? Our actions consist of projecting schedules as accurately as possible, keeping our customers updated, planning second legs before releasing bookings, and offering customers better alternatives. But these actions can't fix delays. How will they help the shipper? Physically fixing vessel delays is not possible, but by better planning, we can fix the cargo transit delays. By taking all the variables into account, we can project the arrival times and not depend upon the officially scheduled ETA. Say in October, we know a vessel will call on the 20th instead of its scheduled 10th. Rather than planning for the 10th and waiting till 20th, we directly plan for the 20th. Why do you change transshipment points and POD terminals after a booking is released? We are monitoring congestion in ports and terminals. For instance, Singapore has a waiting time of 7 days, while Portland has a waiting time of 4 days. There is a high chance that the vessel will omit Singapore call altogether. Therefore, we change the transshipment point in advance to avoid problems in the future. Is this change in the middle not troublesome for the shipper? It is better to face this small inconvenience than to face prolonged delays or containers being stranded somewhere. Why do you change POD terminals? This is very rare, but once again we do this for your own convenience. If a terminal is badly congested, it is better to change over to another terminal where delivery can be done promptly. By not changing the terminal, you could end up with long delays and containers being stranded on a vessel which skips the call. Why has freight become so high? World GDP in 2021 is growing at 6%. Slow ports and transports caused by the pandemic are idling too many ships and containers. Very low supply and very high demand is leading to very high prices. Aren't shipping lines exploiting the situation? How will the shipper compete? The high freight problem is global. All exporters are feeling the heat. China is facing even more problems because it's much higher there. Other countries where the freight is lower than in China have an advantage. With such disruptions, how will the shipper give a reliable supply to his buyer? We can't stop this chaos completely, but if we work together and plan well, we can do better. The buyer faces the same challenges from almost all the overseas suppliers. To help the buyer have a better control and transparency, we are promoting our new nomination module. By promoting nomination, aren't you undermining the shipper? Not at all. When the buyer has full control and visibility of his purchase, he will have more confidence in the shipper. He too becomes a co-partner in the process. Therefore, this will promote a shipper to his buyer. What exactly is the nomination module? How does this help to combat delays? We have discussed this in our previous video, linked here in the I icon. The module helps the buyer file a rate, book a shipment, and even manage shipping instructions from his location in the buying country as if he is sitting in the shipper's location. Since the buyer is in the driver's seat, he can anticipate delays and disruptions firsthand. That gives him confidence in his buying decisions. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is given below.